We have a saying in Asgard: where there are wolf's ears, wolf's teeth are near. It's a trap.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we have the second to last episode of Loki, and safe to say it was a bit of an eventful one. So they both went into the void, I guess you could say. I've realised I've got Stranger Things poster behind us, and it also has a thing called a void. But yeah, so they went into the void. We saw basically like a whole army of Lokis, which was quite interesting. I'll go into detail about that. So one of the first things, I didn't actually notice this, my boyfriend noticed it just because I was concentrating on the characters, but when Loki's walking around with the other Lokis at the start, there's a thing in the background that is a helicopter with the word Thanos on. So I'm not sure if that's something in the comics, but when I was looking at the reviews, someone said Thanoscopter, so I thought that was a little bit interesting. And then I think we saw some other ships that were in the movies as well further along in the episode. Okay, so here's what I was on about before about the army of Lokis. What we see is President Loki, which is also Tom Hiddleston, so that was really interesting to see how like two Lokis played by him like differentiated. I thought that was very interesting, and I just wish I had him a bit longer. But I also saw someone in the IMDb reviews call it, when they all started fighting, call it Loki Civil War, which I found quite funny. It was quite amusing. I did have a bit of a giggle at that. But yeah, it's kind of true, like they all just started fighting for literally like no reason, so it was a bit like a Civil War. And as we all know, this episode set up for something that could be potentially really amazing. In the next episode, obviously we know the next episode will just blow up in the multiverse, and obviously there's a lot of theories about what could happen, and I will speak about that in the next review for the final finale. But yeah, it's just set everything up. We'll all know in a sense what's going to happen. Obviously we do see Owen Wilson again. He's alive, thankfully. He does rescue Sylvie at the start. But me and my boyfriend were just like, yes, we're watching it, because you just can't not have Owen Wilson now. He's just the guy. But yeah, so towards the end he goes back to the TVA and obviously just like starts to take it down before Sylvie and Loki get there, which, you know, that part can be quite interesting. And then obviously Sylvie and Loki is it enchant the right word? Enchant like the monster. I forgot what his name's called again. There's just so much happening in this episode. But yeah, we're so oh, what's he called? Is it Hugh E. Grant or something? Forget his name. If you can tell, I'm very forgetful. His Loki, like I think is he the classic Loki? He shows off his like their true power as he builds an Asgard, like kind of to distract the monster. He builds like a projection of Asgard, I guess, to distract the monster, while Sylvie and Loki try and like control it, really, so then that monster can take them to whoever created the TVA. The scoring on this episode was beautiful. I mean, the scoring in the whole of Loki was just amazing. Like, it just matches it so perfectly, and it's just wow. Especially towards the end, the scoring was just, it could not have got better. And in my opinion, it's probably like one of the best, if not the best thing that Marvel's created so far. I just think it's so like intricate and like so in depth, and it has so many cool links to other things, and I feel like Marvel really is stepping up. What I got told before is that it seems like Marvel is more creating like the phases of like a story arc, rather than have like lots of different stories. All the stories in the new phases all link up, like obviously. So maybe phase 5 could be something cool as well, could be something different. And then we see Loki using new powers, well, powers that he's always had, but obviously Sylvie tells him that we're more powerful than you think you are. Well, we're more powerful than we think we are. And yeah, he ends up like helping, is it hypnotise or something? Not hypnotise. To say control the monster. As Owen Wilson said, the like purple cloud or something. But yeah, I thought that was quite cool and quite interesting. So Loki's kind of unlocked new powers, I guess. So that could be quite interesting to see in the future. Maybe in the next episode we could see him do something very cool. Here's like a little theory I have. So obviously they're trying to find the person who created the TVA. I think it could be a character we already know, or it could be like a huge, like a popular character from the comics, or like just someone that people would freak out about or like get excited about. I just feel like they're just gonna do something really cool with it, and I feel like it's either gonna be someone we know and be like, oh my god, what a betrayal, or it's gonna be like someone really cool from the comics. Obviously I'm not that knowledgeable on the comics, and like maybe a shock factor, but obviously there's a lot of theories going around Loki and what's going to happen in the next few movies, but I will talk about that in the next video, because there's just going to be so much to talk about in the next video, and I feel like it could all link in. And there's a really cool theory I want to say about Loki and Tom Hiddleston, about the future of him, but I'm not going to say that until the next video, just because it's just best to leave it then. But just make sure you subscribe just so you can hear it, because I saw it from TikTok and it literally, it's like, makes so much sense. Make sure you give this a thumbs up and subscribe down below so you don't miss the next video. Obviously you don't want to miss the finale, don't want to miss this thing I've been wanting to say. There's so many things I've been wanting to say, but it's best to leave it for the last one. And then just comment down below your theories, what you think is going to happen, what episode is your favourite, because when I looked at the reviews on IMDb for this episode, it was a 10. A 10 for a Marvel thing. Like, yes. So yeah, just Marvel's just going in the right direction with this. Like, they're getting so good, and it's just, I can't wait for the movies. I really hope they do something with it, like do something really good. I hope they don't let me down. But yeah, I will see you next week on my next video, or whenever I post. So yeah, bye.